Hello and welcome to Greg Tech New Horizons. This is version 2.6.1 and it's running in Minecraft 1.7.1. This mod pack for Minecraft is massive, and to actually get to the success, to actually complete the mod pack, you're looking at 4,000 hours, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 hours of real life time to actually complete it. We'll see how far we get. But the entirety of the game is a lot of fun to play, even the early stages. So we're going to find out. And the very first tip we're going to throw out there is to press F11 just to get it, to get this to be a bigger screen. It's going to pop up there. Now it's full screen. I've played this. I would do a short playthrough and then a longer playthrough, and it didn't record quite right. So we're going to give it another shot. And that means starting over from scratch. So this was nice. And the really important thing here is to create the world and using this specific seed, and you're going to get a really, really massive village with a wall around it. So that's the tricky part. So let's give it a shot. So we're going to say create world, and we'll call season 2, 2024, and we'll call this version 1. Version 0, I'm going to have to start over. It was the whole playthrough, got through the first ages and everything, but didn't work out because it was a little bit jittery, so I'm going to try to fix that issue. Here we go. And I don't mind playing it again. I like the game, so here we go. The seed is going to be 5 sevens. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 5 of those. We're going to put the allow cheats on, but this is only, you don't have to turn this on, but let's say something glitched and broke that wasn't fair, meaning the game crashed and you lost a massive machine that would take you days to get back. I'm going to leave this cheat on so I could get the item back, possibly. I'm not really sure how we can do the command for that, but I'm not going to cheat in things just to make the game easier. I'm picking the hardest the hardest mod pack for a reason, but I have to have that on just in case something truly unfair happens and the game crashes and something bad happens. But that's the only reason it's on. And I think we're in good shape. Let's do it. Here we go. Create world. And once I do find the city with a wall around it, I'm going to make a backup copy of that save file at that point. That way, if I have to do a restart again, I can just start right from that spot, which I should have done the first time and it would have saved me a lot, but I didn't know. Here we go. All right, moment of truth. And if this doesn't happen, then I just delete that file, create a new, do the same thing with the seed over again, and hopefully we'll get it. So let's see, usually looking to the east. I don't think we have a wall around us. Let's find out. And on the top left up there, we can look towards, I usually want to check over here to the east if it has the wall. I don't think so, but it does have that railcraft building. So there is going to be a bed in there, which is good, but there's no wall around it. And on top of that, if we took a look at the map, there's a city here, but it doesn't have a wall around it either. But the good thing is, yeah, it's a little bit weird here. Like this shouldn't be exposed. This shouldn't be exposed. That's okay. So I'm gonna give it another shot and we'll see what happens. But we're shooting for a wall around this whole massive city. Let's give that a shot and we'll go from there. But we're going to have a slime island in this seed. We're going to have, there's a temple over here somewhere. There should be. And another thing out here as well. So we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to delete it and we're going to try again. And that's the thing. You're going to be playing this for a long, long time. You really want to start with a seed that you enjoy and a starting location that you really enjoy a lot. So let's do that. I'll see you in a bit. What I did notice is, I don't know if it's just luck, but when you're rolling, the seed stays the same. So the world generates the same, except villages can generate independent of the seed. So there's another factor in that. So it might require fully shutting the game down and starting it back over from your launcher to truly get a new seed for the village generation, which is different. So we're going to see what pops up here. Interesting. There's the thing. Let's see if there's a, looks like there's another, yep, that stayed the same. No wall around us. And is there a wall around that? Oh, now the map's updated correctly. It fixed itself. And then lots and lots of what do you call it? Oh, there's a torch just sitting there. And there's the city on the sand city up there in the desert. Cool, but no walls. All right, we'll try it again. I'll be right back. Amazing, we got it. So now it has the wall, and it really required me to shut down the entire launcher and then start it up again. So you just watch videos or do something else while it's doing that. But wow, what's that building? Well, there's so much to explore now. Oh, look at this. Very cool. We get the item frames. That's nice. So this kind of stuff can really... This is a nice wide open area to start in. Really nice. I can actually... I could take this up and actually start right here. There should be a smeltery too. Let's see if there is. It's a little smaller of a city up, and then it looks like it goes into the area here. Is there a... we need one of the railcraft buildings though. I'll go look for that, and I've got to do a save. I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to do a save, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've saved it to another folder. So the very beginning start before I do anything is saved, so I can always start over again from this location. Let's take a look to the east, and with this seed, there should be the building right over there. It looks like it is over there, but we just have to find a way out. And we'll find the exit. So we're just going to go look for that bed in that railcraft building. This looks nice. This looks similar to my last playthrough. Oddly enough, it really does. Yep, this was all right here. The difference was these buildings weren't the same. Ooh, that's a nice area too. And it doesn't have a bed in there, but it has some carpet on the floor. Very cool. So let's take a look. We want to look to the east. It's over there. But there should be a way out right over here. I'm liking... Oh, look at this. We've got... I hope they give us some shears back in here. We'll take a peek real quick. Oh my gosh. We're grabbing the shears right away. What are these? Gem cutter tools? Which... I have no idea. Well, we got shears. We got lucky there too. Otherwise, you'll have to breed sheep and get the wool that way. But we're just going to go up here and grab this stuff in this way over here anyways. Beautiful. So there should be a wall or an exit right over here. Oh, we've got oil inside the bait. Oh gosh, and it just slowed us way down there. Come on. Can I jump out of this? I don't think I can. Yeah. We'll walk around it this way. Oh, and another place. Very cool. And what we're going towards is this building right here. And we have oil this time that spawned in there. There's our smeltery. There's a bunch of castling buildings here. The tower wall just needs to be filled in right here. And then there's going to be a slime island over here, maybe a temple, and the desert city with another smeltery as well. Very cool. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's those guys. Let's go get the... I think we need 6 wool, so we're going to go get the wool right here. Oh, and there's a thing underneath there too. Right click on it. Nice. He's stuck in there. There you go. There you go, buddy. And we need, I think it's like 6 of the same color wool, I'm guessing, maybe. We'll shear all these guys. And it looks like... How close are we? Oh, we got 6. Very good. We got achievement get. Very cool. All right. Oh, and we're going to take these rubber trees inside because we're going to need those. But before we do that, we're getting out of hand, so we have to actually make the tools and do all that kind of stuff. So let's get back in town. I think the way in was... Oh, no, we got to get over here for this. So let's go over here. We have to go get the bed. And we're just sprinting over there. Making us... we can do the... we can get shears and... we can get leaves this way, too. We'll take that. Right click on it because it's going to be... we're going to replant that and let it spread within our city so that we get more stuff out of the garden. This garden right here, this gourd garden. Beautiful. This is a good... This is a... There, we'll take that one, too. Very nice. We're going to be doing some terraforming. Lots and lots of stuff to do. Let's do this just like... Oddly enough, this is exactly what I did the last time as well. And we'll just shift left click to get all that stuff out of the way there. This we're going to put right into our garbage can because I've, in the keybinds, I've keybind quest to be just like this. Very cool. So nothing else is open yet, unlocked. It's just this first thing is the very first thing to do. And so it begins. There we go. 8 dirt they want us to get, but we're going to go in here and do this first. All right. So this is what you want to do. You should, with this seed, you should get, I have yet to see where this railcraft home doesn't spawn. We can eat up this cake, and we're going to take that. We just don't have the pick for it. We'll come back to it. We might get a pick in here. See this carpet? You want to grab 6 of the same color. So we're going to grab just like that. Cool. We're going to grab the bed. We're going to grab everything in here. This looks similar to the last time. We'll just take everything. And we'll even take the potted plant like I did last time. And we'll break this. Cool. Let's get back into town. Ooh, we got a bunch of potted plants. An azalea and a bush. Okay. We'll leave this stuff here and come back later. All right, I'm going to go back and we'll get to the next step. Very cool. It's a very, very good start. These, we're going to need all of these. This is perfect. Let's see if we can, I think we can empty hand it. Is it at 100%? Yep. There we go. Now, if we right click with an empty hand, we can get the cotton off here because we're going to need cotton as well. This is perfect. Because we're going to turn these into seeds. And we're going to grow more and more. We need so much cotton, so much of everything. It's amazing. So nice. We'll take this too. We've got the bed. We're in good shape there. The key is we're going to have to sleep at night. That's just going to be, a critical thing to do. That way we don't get the monsters to spawn. And let's see if we can just hop over this way. Oh, nice. Oh, these are different kinds of, it's a textile garden. So this can drop a lot of good things as well. All right. Let's go back over to our starting area and we'll figure out what to do next. There's so much to do, guys. So what I'm looking for in the beginning is I don't really want to have to break this whole thing down and move it, and I'll be using this pretty soon. So I'm looking for a flat area around here. This is pretty flat. An area where I can terraform and grow trees, because I want to get, we're going to get saplings by doing this right here. Just like that. And, oh, it should break. And we're going to get saplings. We've got 4 so far. We're even going to do this, where you combine an apple like that, so we can get an apple tree started over there. We'll just plop him down right here, kind of arbitrarily. There we go. Apple tree. But we want to be growing trees here. Maybe even some birch trees if I can find one. That would be easier than growing, or maybe do spruce. I just know that the oak trees grow up kind of haphazardly sometimes, so it's kind of hard to chop them all down. We'll see what we do. But we're shooting for an open area, and we need a bunch of gravel. So the gravel is what you're going to be picking up first, and we're going to get a couple things down. We're going to get that bed down, and let's do that right away. We've got the bed there, and we're just going to sleep. Up in the top left there, we can see the time. When it says 6:35, you can actually sleep. So we're going to probably we'll probably put the bed down like right in here. 6:35, we can sleep. There we go. Very cool. And now nothing should spawn. We're in good shape. And away we go. Nice. We got a little protector up there on the wall. All right, I'm going to clear this area out, and I'm also going to collect a bunch of gravel. But the gravel, we want to do this right here. 1, 2, we're going to get 9 gravel to start off with. And I'll explain why right now. We're going to take these 2. And then we're going to, oh, I'm sorry. the 9 gravel right here. And just put them in any order on here. Three each stack, just 3 sets, and you'll get the flint that way. You can't get flint from breaking gravel the old way. Then we're going to go like that and like this. First step done. Very cool. And where's the chest? Here's the chest. We'll drop the chest off against the wall right here. Why not? And we're going to just dump a bunch of things in here that we don't need quite yet. We don't need that quite yet. We do need this. We don't need the books. We could use this stone axe just for now. These things we're just going to break and use up. They're no big deal. The iron we'll keep like that. We can actually put one of these on. Let's see. Let's put the better one on first. Why not? It'll be interesting. And we'll put all this stuff. Jungle sapling. Okay. Oh, there's a birch tree. Very cool that we got one of those. Looking good. We need to plant this cotton sooner rather than later. And we need to plant all these gardens. I'll explain how food works as well. Nice. Okay, so that's a little better organized. Here's the tools on this side. Nice. We'll put the pants on, why not? Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to drop this down. We're going to put it right, I'm going to bury it one level down just because it's nice to use down like that. And just like this. Now we're going to use this up a lot. And before that, I'm going to plant that garden there. You want to spread them out a little bit. And you want to give them some areas to grow as well. If there's stuff there, they won't spread out and grow that way. So just like that. Because we want these to naturally spread and grow. We'll put, I don't know, 2 here. And we'll put 1 over here. Just like that. Just get those working. So the whole point is to have as much working and doing and going as possible all the time. So right now, even though we only have the 1 sapling, let's get that down and going. And I'm going to plant these 3 trees. Even though they're oak saplings, I don't really want oaks, but oh well. We'll take that barley as well. Perfect. So now I'm going to go back and get all this. Chunk it up. I'll see you in a bit. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all that and we're going to turn it into flint. We even have some extra, but that's okay. And then we're going to take some of this. We're going to turn it into planks. And half of these will turn into sticks. And probably another half. Just to have enough. And what we're going to do is we're going to make 1 of each flint tool. So let's get the first one down. Maybe even 2 of each flint tool, but get the idea. And we'll do it. I think we're going to need 2 axes. We use quite a few axes. And maybe another shovel. That would be a good idea. Just to have an extra one. And a hoe. Looks good. And oddly enough, 1 knife. There we go. Cool. Looks good. I think we're in good shape. So let's take a look at where we're at. At this point, I want to make some more chests as well. So if you go like this and you type in chest, and then you hover over an item and press A, you can press A again and it pops up over here. And then it's like on a list over here for you to look at. And then you're going to be able to hover over it and press recipes. Oops. And then you'll be able to shift left click on this button right here and it'll put the item in there for us. Perfect. Now it looks like we're a little low on other things, so we're going to need some more wood before we can actually make a bunch more chests. I'm going to use shift and right click on the side to expand that chest out. And we're just going to dump everything in here for now. It seems a little odd, but we're going to clean this up very quickly as well. Cool. Another thing is the V key. It's tied to the ability to place things on walls or ground or whatever. So right now that knife, I'm just going to put it on the wall just by pressing V. And if I right click, I can take it back off. That's a nice way to store things. Pretty cool. This hoe, we're going to actually check right over here. I think if we put some dirt down, we could actually hoe that water, this out. So let's do that real quick. And we're just going to use up this other axe that I have. We'll just tighten this up a little bit. And here's the thing. We really don't need to have as much wheat as we have growing here. So I'm going to convert this from wheat to carrots. And then we're going to use the hoe, just like that, and like that. And I'm going to put that hoe right here on the wall as well. Pretty cool. Now I'm not carrying it around, even though I do need it. Same thing with this. I don't need it right now, so I'm going to put it on the side of the wall. That's really good that we got the shears. Very cool. Okay, so let's do the next step. We're going to eat some of this food, and there's Spice of Life in this pack. And Spice of Life, as you eat a wider and wider variety of foods, you get credit towards unlocking more and more hearts. The hearts are down here, and there's a mechanic behind it. You can get, right now we have 10 hearts worth of health, but you can get 20, 30, 40, 50. It's a lot, but there's so many foods you have to eat. It's not like eat 10 food and then get 1 extra heart. It's quite a bit of stuff, but it's pretty amazing. And you get more credit for the more complex foods you eat. Like this potato is not going to go much towards unlocking a heart, but it's going to be a little bit. So let's go ahead and eat this. Now there's another mechanic that doesn't let you fill. Let's say you wanted to eat just potatoes and refill it. Well, there's a penalty. If you eat the same food over and over again, it becomes relatively useless. So you want to basically eat a total of 6 different foods in rotation, but there's a mechanic, there's an actual lunchbox that you get that you can actually do that, and it helps with the eating of food. And there's an axe that there's all kinds of different ways to get around that. So let's do this, and we'll eat some of that. Cool. And I'll eat 2, why not? And, oops. We'll get all this up, and we'll be right back. Are you kidding me? There's lapis right here. But it's pickable? Really? Are you kidding? Would not have expected that. The whole ore generation works completely. Wow, we got actual lapis. Never got lapis that early in this. Very cool. All right, so now with these, I'm going to take these 20, just 20 of them. And we're going to turn them into cotton seeds like this, and then we're going to plant them right here. Because we need a lot of cotton. I should turn this into dirt and expand this thing even wider. So we need so much cotton. And so much so that I'm going to, take up all these and turn this into cotton as well. In fact, if we can, I'll get, I don't know, this many more seeds. And we'll plant these as well. Nice. So cotton is important to get going. Trees are important to get going, and ideally some birch trees, but they just haven't happened to grow. We're going to move this birch tree over here. Just like this. And hopefully these will grow. I'll be right back. And here's an important thing. Under controls, right here, just type in recipe. And make sure it's like another R or E or something that you like, because you're going to be showing the recipe for things. There's also a usage key. And now the thing is, the usage key doesn't work this way. See how it says Wayla show usage? That's not going to work that way. The usage part is actually under this, let's say, key bindings, inventory, usage. You got to set it here. So recipe works, and this, right here is where you could set those things. And then what you could do is, okay, what's the recipe for, I don't know, this carpet? And it will show you the different recipes. You can click through things and do all that. You could show the recipe for, I don't know, this wood. Just like that. It's different things. But here's the important thing. Right here. What are the uses for this parsnip? Is there a way to get the seed? Let's see if it turns into a seed. Right there. So instead of eating this parsnip, I'm going to plant it. And the same thing here. Let's see. Is it the last one? Same thing with this sweet potato. I'm going to plant this one as well. Very cool. So let's go do that. And it looks like I'll plant it. I'm going to plant them over here. Are these carrots? Oh, we need more carrots. So I'm going to get rid of these potatoes for now. And we're going to plant the parsnips. I'll plant this one right here. Oops, we got to do this. I hope this works. We'll find out together. Nice. And we'll do some parsnips there. Beautiful. And I'll be right back. Remember how I mentioned those rubber trees? I'm going to have to go get those because I don't see any inside here. Sometimes there's some that spawn inside, but I need to plant some rubber trees sooner rather than later. Ideally, I'd actually go over there and get those slimes and get a slime tree going because that's even better. That's like twice as good as rubber trees for some of the things we need. But for right now, I'm happy with this. And I think those rubber trees were off to the north. That's pointing north. I think they're up this way. We might do a thing where we can actually get out this way too. We might make a door right over here somewhere. Let's do that. Pretty thick wall. And there should be rubber trees right up out there somewhere. And then we can always protect it by going like this. Oh, we're going to finally get rid of this not good axe. Oddly enough, the flint axes are better. I need some more dirt too, quite a bit of dirt. And there's a rubber tree. So let's go get that and I'll be right back. There's also a thing over there. There's so many things around. Very cool. And we have to get some of these sheep back. Are they, no, they're still naked over there. Okay. Nice. And we'll do new axe. This will last a lot better. A lot longer than that one. Just like that. And we'll even get a couple of them. How many, oh, we didn't get any saplings at all? Ooh, we'll take this. You have to do an empty hand, I believe. Did we get any saplings from that? Don't think we did. I don't see them around here. That's not good. Let's hope we get some over here. I'll be right back. None from that one. Uh-oh. Well, a couple more over here. And there's an interesting little dungeon thing, something. Yikes. And underneath that hay bale is a little secret too, if you're ever interested. I won't spoil it for you, but there is something under there. And away we go. Okay, let's bring up our quests, and we're going to go into this one right here, which is tips and tricks. And these are just confirmation. You can read all over this, and some of them are useful, some not as useful. Like this one might not be that useful, but it explains more and more stuff for you. So if you haven't done this before, I'd read these things, and we'll claim it, and we'll do this one. And we'll get some coins. Coins you can spend at a virtual marketplace in the game to unlock more and more things and stuff. And it's just nice. It's a whole nother feature, like a little economy thing going. Cool. And we'll take a look at this one. We're going to get this. You could use the uses button and pull this up. There's no uses for this besides the actually eating it. So cool. And the reason why we're doing this right now is we're getting low on health. And we could use some food, so I know that these give you a lot of food. Very cool. Claim it. And if it doesn't detect it, you could try to detect it and force the detection. Very cool. And claim. Nice. So we just did a bunch of these. We're going to put these right in here. And we'll even put books. So it'll be books and coins for now. And we'll get to the organization soon. Sooner rather than later. We'll put it that way. Now let's eat these things up. That one up. This one up. See, it doesn't give you very much. As far as the haunches down there, not much at all. And I'll organize this in between episodes too. You don't have to see me sort boxes. Very cool. I'm keeping up on chopping wood. I've cleared out areas. I've added a little more, I've added more dirt here so that it's, we're on the same level. I'll probably, if I get enough dirt, I'll probably level this area up, etc. And then I'm going to be getting rid of this and turning it into dirt so that we have more room to work. you need a lot of room. It's amazing how much room you need. So this big city is a very cool thing to start in. Nice. Let's take a look at the next quest. Here we go. And I'll explain this. See how these are more interesting than this? It doesn't have the point things on them. This is the main story quest line. And it says 6 of 45 on this beginning thing. Now it can, I think this number can actually change and go up as well. But in general, these are side quests. You don't have to do them. But you can if you want. This one is another confirmation. We don't need these cookies for really anything else, but this has to do with loading chunks. A chunk loader used to be dealt with through FDB utilities, but in this later version of GregTech New Horizon, it has been dealt with through a mod called Server Utilities. It basically encompasses those other two and replaces them, and it allows me to do that. And I'll show you to chunk load areas, meaning it keeps it alive, a chunk of an area in the world. It keeps it alive even if you're not nearby, which is a good thing to an extent. And here we go. So I'll take the cookie, claim it, and I'll eat the cookie. Very cool. And the next thing, looks like we need this. If we detect it, it should realize that we have it on us. Now we've got our first torch. Very cool. And that torch, I'm going to put it, we'll put it right here. It'll help this stuff grow. It'll maybe help a tree or two grow, and we'll go from there. Let's eat this cookie. This guy's awfully interested in me. And away we go. If you want, you can actually put it right on the chest like that. And now we know that chest contains at least those things. It's just a way to mark things down instead of using item frames, but that's a way to do it. Bad thing is if, it's hard to check. See how if I click it, it would actually pop that off. So if I click that side, it's fine. Nice. And the next quest is going to be, I'll show it to you right here. Very easy, but we actually have to, even though we've done this before, we're going to have to create it right now because it wants us to actually craft it up. So again, we can just do this and we'll go like that. We'll take all 17. That's fine with me. And we'll claim the one flint. Cool. Next up, we have to make one of these. I think if we just, it knows that we actually created it. Cool. The other one, not so cool. Don't know why. No problem. And now see how it's starting to spread out? Very nice. And we're also in the process of unlocking other things. Let's see if we have not. No. Oh, we did the coins one. But we have to do vanilla saplings. It looks like main quest and secondary quests. So it has some requirements to unlock yet. But back up here, we're still on this. Did we do the tips and tricks? I think there might be an additional one. Yep. Ooh, that's a main story quest line. So, so you might have noticed how a new quest looks cool. Coins. Looks like we unlocked it. That's why. And we'll claim that. Ooh, we got this thing. What's this? Gravel? Detect? Oh, we don't have the one gravel, but we'll get that. Oh, we got to sleep. 6:34 is the time that you can sleep at. Very nice. And I'll be right back. I just went and picked up some gravel off the path right over there to the right, and we can claim this. And I don't need this book, so we can go like that. And I'm going to show you how to get this stuff on the side hooked up. This is called server utilities instead of FTB utilities, and that's how you can unlock the trash can and everything. And what you do is you come over here. Oh, you come right here. No, not that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm off by one. Mod options, server. And then click this, and you should have this be available to you. So we got in here. Here's the server utilities mod. It's made for GTNH specifically. And there's a place where you can actually download it right here and everything. And that's the one. It actually comes with, I think, version 0.38 or something, and I've gone with that. But right here's the important part. Under your Minecraft folder, you're going to look for server utilities, and this config file, you're going to have to go in there and change some things from false to true if you want to enable this kind of stuff. And I did, because some of this stuff you can, commands, and you can click true or false, but it doesn't really allow you to do it. Chunk loading, it doesn't allow you to do it unless that configuration file is set correctly. Once you go into that file, put the true on there, do all this, and reload the game from scratch, it'll be, maybe I apply globally. Done. Okay, we'll see if that works. But then these become available to you. So you can do stuff like this. You click it, and then we're going to left click and just drag all this. We're just going to claim this, because there's a setting in there that'll make it so that if creepers explode, they won't blow up your stuff, like your machines, which could set you back literal days if a creeper came along and you didn't notice and somehow he got in there and exploded and killed everything. Well, that would be bad. There we go. And then we're going to claim the chunks as well. We've claimed them. Now we're going to chunk load them. And you can do it one of two ways. You could do it this way, or you could do it the in-game way where you create an item to chunk load it. But we're going to do it this way. You can do your playthrough any way you want. This makes it a little bit easier, but not really. It just makes it a little bit slightly different. So I'm going to claim, I'm going to hold shift, and I'm going to claim this whole area plus these. And this one. We got 64 possible to claim, and I think I can change that in the config file as well. Nice. So now we've done that. Pretty cool trick. And that also unlocks all these other things like the trash can, leaderboards, I guess. I don't know. Also, set home is available to you as well. Let's see if it actually is. So, I think that's under here. Let's see if it set home X. It is. So we're going to use that as well. This is a lot of time invested, and you could do it where, you run out, do your thing, and then you push home. So what this allows me to do is it has my home set. So then if I'm way out, way long ways away, I could do /home X, and it'll bring me right back here. Nice. It's a pretty powerful thing, but there's so much to this game, and running back and forth is not, it's literally just running back and forth. So it's up to you. You can do your playthrough with or without that. I think I'll be using, I have it right now. If I decide not to use it, I won't, and I'll explain why. One of the neat things is, as we're doing mining, I do like having like underground tunnels that I run to, and I get faster boots and transportation systems to make it interesting to get to the areas that I have to do. So I'm not opposed to it. I've done it that way in my last playthrough, and I like doing it that way. But maybe I can just have a mine that I can warp to and do it, and then come back. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And let's eat some of the steak. Looks like, oh no, that didn't spread. But oh, I didn't want to break that. I wanted it to spread first. Darn. Well, I might be able to make a seed for it. Let's see. Very cool. And the spruce, I don't mind the spruce, but maybe we'll plant the spruce back over there. And can I do the seeds here? Nice. And we'll do the spruce over here. Looks like I kind of already was doing that. Perfect. And the birch is going to be growing over here. And then the rubber trees will be back over here. Nice. All right, so now we have a couple more done. We did this one already. We'll claim it, and we'll choose the reward loot bag. These loot bags are really fun. So they can give a bunch of different things. So we're going to claim it. I wonder if they'll actually tell us. Yeah, they can drop all of these different things. It's quite a bit. So let's do that and open it up and see what we get. What is it? Stuffed pepper. Is it used in anything? Nope. So that just means we can eat it up. And we will. See how I only have like 3 or 4? Because after like, I don't know how many it is, maybe 3, you don't get any nutrition from the 4th one. So you can't eat a lot of the same things over and over. Oh, we got a bunch of screws too. These are awesome. What's the recipe for these? Let's see. Nice. And short sticks would have had to been cut. So we would have had to cut the sticks. Oh, I'd love to get some bamboo too. Oh boy. This is just, I guess I'll put these here. This is kind of a Greg Tech, should be in a Greg Tech box. And I did separate things out. So now I've got wood and everything up here. Got my miscellaneous box. I've got flowers in here, food in here, and the books and the coins in here so far. We'll go from there. What's the next thing? We did that. Claim. We're going to do the chicken. We can get that easier, so that's easy to get. But the mutton, I'd like that. I'd like to eat it right now. Nice. Didn't get us very much at all, did it? Oof. Okay. Can I eat one of these? Stuffed pepper. That got us something. Probably because the recipe for a stuffed pepper is it's more intensive than, it's got all that, so it gives a little more. Versus just eating something like that would give hardly anything. Cool. And let's go back to the quest. This one. Detect. We made a sword. Maybe we have to make another one. Okay, it looks like we have a backup sword. Not a bad thing to have anyways, though. So we know how to make the sword. It's just like this. And there. Oddly enough, we'd actually need a sword, a backup sword, because if we end up dying, which you do, there it is, just sitting on the side of the wall. Pretty cool. Looks good. That's our replacement. We're in good shape there. We can claim that. Sure, why not? And we're working our way down here. So what do we need? 23. We need some more cobble. So let's, the cobble that I want to take up is actually the cobble down here. So we can actually have some more area. So I'm going to chop up this cobble and I'll be right back. And then I'm going to get some more dirt to fill in this area. Cool. And you need so much more cobble than this. You need there's another quest for 256 or something. So, and then that'll give you a really good item. So you just got to get this anyway. So I might as well. There we go. Now we have a much nicer area, all kind of level. Very cool. And I'm going to try to transition to more of these rubber trees as well right now. Okay, we just got those up, no problem. And we're going to go down into this thing right here. We have to make a furnace. We can make one or we can just do this, but the recipe is very easy. There it is. So let's go ahead and make one. Right click on here. I've got the furnace already here, using the A key to move it over there. Just hover over anything on this side, and we'll move it over here. And then A will move it back off of there as well. And we'll do, I don't know, 2 for now. Very cool. I'm going to put these right in the middle. Why not? Looks good. Cool. And we'll claim that. What are we going to get with our loot bag this time? Looks like we got beef jerky. I'll take it. We'll store away the apples and some kimchi. So we'll store away both these and eat these things later, maybe. And away we go. Next up. It wants us to make this hammer. We know how to do that. We're going to do it right in the crafting bench. It's just one of these. And 6 of those. Very simple. And we're going to take I saw we have pumpkins, so we're going to do the watermelon. And I think if we use watermelon with hammer, we'll just do one of them. We get a seed out of it. Oh no, we get this melon juice. Interesting. How do we get the seed? Usage. Oh, it takes 2. Oh boy. And what, in a certain way? Let's see. Usage. Oh, maybe it has to be right next to it. No. 1 second. So if we put it this way, we do get a melon seed. All right. And the melon seed, I guess we could grow it here, even though it kind of I think these are the ones that kind of limp over a little bit. But we'll let it grow because we need to eat more in different foods. Cool. Oh boy. Let's put this away and we'll go on to the next thing. Go back and we're going to look over. We're almost to this, but we need the sheep. So we need 6 wool of, I think, the same color as well. So let's grab this. If for some reason you didn't have this item, this shears, because they're really hard to make. You would have to go the other route, and that is bring sheep back, get some wheat, and then lure them back and create a fence and start breeding up some sheep. And you could do it that way, or you could do it where you get a ton of these. Let's see how many we could get with this. Let's do that. 1 second. Let's see how many we actually get. I think if we go like this, we have some more over here too. Yeah. Oh, wow. I think we're going to be able to do it this way. Close. Really close. And then, is it going to be, oh, it's not that way. Recipe and shift it in there. 5, we just need a few more. Some strings. Do we have some extra strings here? We do. We just need a couple more. Interesting. Let's sleep and I'll be right back. So we could go get sheep, but this is another way to get the 6 wool. All right. And they want 6 wool because we're going to make another bed. But even though we've got one right here. And let's find out. Oh, let's see. One. That's not going to be enough. What we do need is to expand this out a bit. So I'm going to expand this and, it's going to be 4 away from the water would work. So I'm going to expand this and I'll be right back. And I just expanded this. So let's go like that. Nice. We're making progress pretty quickly, actually. I like it. And we can just go like this. We found the other cotton right here. Just like that. Recipes. Done. Detect. Claim. So there's more than one way to do this. Very cool. And then the bed. We've got the bed detected. Otherwise, you just make one. And you're going to need 6, which turns into 3 carpets. Claim. Cool. And we get a door. Look at the recipe for the door. Look at that. We need steel or iron rings and these gears and iron screws and all kinds of stuff. And I think, let's organize this up and I'll be right back. Let's open up these 2 bags. A lot of different hot wings. Interesting. And uses, if there's no other use for it, I can just eat the whole thing. And then potatoes. So we've got all this stuff to eat up. Pretty cool. And I don't need that now, so I'll just put it back up there. Pretty high up there. And let's see what we have to do next. I think we've done it, guys. There's things like this we still have to do. You get a pork chops, you kill 5. That's a kill task. But you want to go through and do all these other things, like this one. You get 64 ladders just for making some stone stairs and stone easy stuff to do. So, I mean, it's important. And we get some food, so all that kind of stuff. And we have not eaten it yet, so that'll go towards our credit for things. We're in good shape here. Let's take a quick look. Back. Oh, we'd have to do this one. What did we do? A stick, detect it. Yes. Carrots, claim. You always get food rewards. You've crafted a hoe and go do this. Let's trade some sticks for carrots. Okay. Oh, it looks like I'm using it. It consumes. Yes. Okay. And what else we have to do? Oh, probably get some pigs and start maybe breeding some animals. Very cool. We need these. Oh boy. But it looks like we've done it. Let's go find out. And this will be the moment of truth. Yes, we are. We're entering the Stone Age next. So this is what we'll work on next. It's a lot of, for instance, I think this one is 256. You have to break 256 of these, get 256 cobble, 128 sand, but that's all easy stuff to do. And not only that, we're in an area where right over here, there's the slime island. Right back in here is a mountain of clay, literal mountains. So we don't have to do the go find clay in a river type thing or in, the lakes. But I think we're in good shape now. In between episodes, all I'm going to do is some terraforming as far as, clearing out stuff like this building. I don't know if I really need it here. Probably not. So you know, clear this building out, maybe this building as well, and then be able to move some of this stuff around. Let's see, is there anything in here? Not really. So I'll be doing that in between episodes. And then on the next episode, we'll start with the Stone Age and maybe knock out some of these quests, you know, the side quests. There's fishing, farmings, there's multi-block goals. There's so much in this pack. It's amazing. So I hope this has been fun. I hope I've given a few tips and tricks just to get you started. And we'll go from there and I'll share more with you. Have a good one and enjoy, guys. Pretty cool. Also, Path of Exile still on, you know, we're just waiting for the next season to drop. There's a lot out there. So we're going to go with it and have a good one. Enjoy. I'm having a blast. This is fun. This town's so huge. It's going to be amazing. And once I terraform it and it looks nicer, because this is already looking nicer, but to be able to really work with this, got a Tinker's construct area even. Pretty cool. Nice.